Okay, so do we start with question and answers, or like you said, and there was also a question before on just understanding the Gayatri Mantra. So we start from there. Yeah, okay. So let me describe in short everything about it so that if anybody asks you, you know, and you're not misled. The Gayatri is one of the oldest mantras that you have in the first Veda called the Rig Veda. Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana, these are the four Vedas. Among the four Vedas, the first is the Rig Veda. Now, in the Rig Veda is the Gayatri Mantra. And the Rishi who gave the Gayatri Mantra was Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra also means friend of the universe. Vishwamitra is friend. So, Gayatri is a chant and it has a particular meter to chant. You can chant otherwise also, but when you chant in that particular meter, it has some effect. So we will discuss that afterwards in the end. Now the meaning of the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra starts with the sentence Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. It's not Swaha. Some people mistake. They think it is Swaha. It is not Swaha. It is Swa. Suva. So, Om Bhur, not Brr, but Om Bhur Bhuvas Suva, half R. Om Bhur Bhuvas Suva. Now, first let's explain. First is Om, the Pranava. Om kind of sums up everything. Om is the beginning, the middle, and the end of everything, including the universe, including the human being, including sound. Because Om is A, U, and Ma. Ma, Ma. So it indicates A being the primary sound, the first sound. Even a person who cannot speak can say A. So the basic sound is A, then it gets modified into other sounds. So the alphabet, the first letter is A. In Sanskrit we called it Akshara, indestructible, A. So it indicates the manifestation of the universe from not being there to being there. And then it continues for some time. Time plays its role. That continuation is the preservation of that which has manifested itself, this universe, including us, sound, everything. This is represented by the sound of U, the vowel sound, A, then U. And the last sound, Ma, Om, represents, when you say Om, you have to close your mouth. Any new word, you have to open your mouth again. So it's, at the moment, it is finished. So it means the destruction of all that was manifested, but the Vedas do not call it destruction. They call it the manifest becoming unmanifest. And then again after some time it manifests. This cycle goes on. Cycle of manifestation and non-manifestation. We don't know any reason why it happens, but it happens. Right? We don't know any reason why there is gravity or magnetism, but it is there. But it manifests, continues, and then ends. A remanifestation takes place. This is the whole evolution of the universe. So this is represented by Om. Om also represents our states of consciousness, starting with waking consciousness, which we are in now, dream consciousness, U, which is, we all dream, right? And Ma, Om, everything is closed, shut down, deep sleep. And when you say Om, you don't say Om, you say Om. That half sound of Ma that vibrates is the Turiya, or the highest consciousness. So let's say that the A represents the conscious mind apart from matter. U represents the subconscious where dreams happen. And Om, the Ma, represents deep sleep where everything is over. Right? Deep sleep. And beyond deep sleep, which is unconscious, is the superconscious. Now that is represented by the fading away of Om, like Om. That is called the Turiya, the state that is even beyond deep sleep, but very similar to deep sleep, except that in deep sleep we are not conscious. In Turiya, we are conscious of the deep sleep, the blissful deep sleep. And once you touch Turiya, then even in waking state it is there, it never goes. So this is Om. It's only one part of the Gayatri Mantra. I cannot go into the details more than this, there's much. Then the Bhu, Bhuva, Swa. Now the Bhu, normally it represents the Bhu Loka, which means the world which we live in. Bhuva is the subtle world after this, along with the physical world, the subtle world. Swa is furthermore subtle world. Bhu also represents this world we live in, physical world. Bhuva, the astral world. And Swa is the short form of Swarga, which means heaven, which means another plane where there is bliss. These three. So when the Gayatri Mantra is chanted, it's supposed to be effective in the physical world, in the astral world, and also in the higher world, which we call Swarga, heaven. If you look at it in the mind way, psychologically, Bhu represents waking consciousness, Bhuva represents dream state, and Swa represents deep sleep, which is heaven. You know nothing, if you're not worried, you're sleeping, blissful. And Swa, the last Ha of Swa, represents Turiya, which is the state beyond deep sleep, but which is a conscious sleep, conscious state, unlike deep sleep. Otherwise, all the parameters are similar. In deep sleep, you are not aware. But imagine that in deep sleep, you are awake, enjoying the bliss. How blissful it is. And today morning, I woke up at 5 and looked at the watch. It was so blissful, I said, it's another 10 minutes. Gone back. Why? Because it is so blissful. But you're not aware of it while you're deeply sleeping. Right? Imagine a state where you awake there and see the whole blissful. This is Turiya. And every human being has the capacity to do that, sometime or the other. So it's not an exclusive thing for somebody. Okay? So, Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Suva. It's also said that when you chant the Gayatri, the effect of the mantra goes to the physical world, to the subtle world and beyond. If we chant the Gayatri now, The sound of the Gayatri penetrates everywhere here. Far it goes to everybody and touches the heart and goes again. That's why it's a good idea to sit together and chant the Gayatri, more than one. Now the Gayatri is not loudly chanted or loudly sung, or not set with music and so on. It's purely chanted according to the meter to have the necessary effect. Okay. Now the meaning of the mantra. We said Om Bhur Bhuva Swa. This is not the what do you call it, narrative of the mantra. It's the sound. Bhur Bhuva Swa. Then comes the actual meaning of the mantra. Tat Savitar Varenyam, that controller of the universe, that sun that shines equally to all the people in this world. Sun does not discriminate whether I am Indian or Finnish or Swede. It shines for everyone. So it's the Supreme Being's symbol is the sun, physical symbol. And it's for the entire world. Right? So, Tat Savitar Varenyam. Tat means that. Savitar, Lord of the Sun or the Supreme Being, the Supreme Controller. Sun is also called here figuratively as controller because all the planets are going around in circles. So, Tat Savitar, that Savitar, the Supreme Being, represented by the Sun and which is all pervading. Varenyam, I bow down to, I worship. Varenyam means worship. So, Tat Savitar Varenyam, that supreme controller of the universe, Sun, the representative of the Supreme Being, to that divinity I bow down. First sentence. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Bhargo means effulgent. That effulgent, shining, Devasya, Devasya meaning God, Devasya. That shining, effulgent Lord, I meditate upon. Dhimahi, Dhi means meditate. Dhi, I meditate upon. So the second sentence, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, that effulgent Lord whom we described before as Tat Savitar Varenyam, to that effulgent Lord I bow down. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, I meditate upon. Diyo yo na prachodayat, may my intelligence be awakened. May my intelligence be stimulated. May I understand the higher things in life. This is all there is in the Gayatri. So, this is the meaning of the Gayatri. Now, the meter in which the Gayatri is chanted in this Rig Veda, which is the original meter, is like this. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tat Savitar Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. This is how it's chanted. So this is the meter given in the Rig Veda for chanting the Gayatri. You can also simply Om Bhurbhuvasva, yeah, but the meter has made in such a way that it has a certain effect. So it is Om, little long, Om Bhurbhuvasva, not Swaha. Now, next sentence, please do not add Om. Many people do that. It's wrong. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tat Savitar Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Over. This is the guide. I have explained the meaning. I have chanted the Gayatri. And that's all. There's nothing more to it.
Can we practice together with you to chant it?
Yes, of course. Maybe we will spread some good energy here. Okay, shall we start? You can chant along with me. Om, Om, Bhur Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Chant. Om Bhurbhuvassuva Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat. Continue. Yes, perfect. Continue. Bhurbhuvassuva Tat Savitarvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Prachodayat.
Argo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhuvassuva Tatsaviturvarenyam Argo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat.
Okay. Now you are chanting as good as Brahmins chanting the Vedas. Very nice. Now you can go and sit anywhere in India where anybody can chant and they will say, no mistake. Okay. So, are there any doubts, any questions regarding, say, Kriya or anything else that because this is the last satsang. Okay. So, when you are practicing any part of Kriya, if you come to a state where you feel now it's so nice, I must meditate, it's a meditative state, stay there. Stay there as long as you can. Then, after a while, the mind will start acting up. Go back to the Kriya. This is normal. That is how we all do. We all pass through this. I also did Kriya many times. Sometimes in the middle you say, I don't want to do Kriya, so nice. Nice. True. But please complete it after you, the whole thing. Huh?
Yes, sir.
It will carry quite far, don't worry. You don't have to go close. This is a very sensitive affair. No? Or you? Okay, okay. I thought the wind might carry. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you don't have to go there. Okay, I have a question. I have a question. Where did you get those beautiful sunglasses? They're really nice. I don't know what. Okay, ask. Well, I don't have any comments on Western medicine in this regard because I don't know, it may not even be necessary. I can't say this because the doctor has to decide. But I think you should continue the Kriya. Even if you feel little uncomfortable, maybe instead of doing the whole Kriya, you do the hum saw. You know the hum saw? Hum saw? We did it yesterday, day before? No? Yeah. So I will give you a very simplified Kriya. You need not go through the whole thing. Just chant the Guru Mantra for a while in your heart. Om Hrim Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Think of the two padukas in your white heart's lotus. Okay, then just close your eyes and follow the breath. Don't control the breath. As you are inhaling, give complete attention to the breath. Then you're exhaling, give complete attention to the breath, which means while inhaling and exhaling, your mind is going with the breath inside and going with the breath outside, the mind. Normally it doesn't, right? We are thinking of something else. So let your thought be on the inhalation and on the exhalation. Okay. Now, when you inhale, in your mind, mentally, chant the sound hum. Hum, saw, S-A-U, saw. Now, when you do this, you can also, when you breathe out, exhale, open your mouth if you want. Then it will be hum, silent. Follow the sound, follow the breath. Right? Continue to do only this for some time. Sometime. We will go back to Kriya later. Just do this and then bow down and once more say Om Hrim Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Thank you. Just do this for 10 minutes every day. This is your Kriya now. Don't do any other Kriya. Okay? Then we will see afterwards what happens. You may not, your migraine may go, who knows? And then you don't need those tablets. In this, your work time, there is some time when you're not working, right? Sometime.
Only sometimes a very short break, just few minutes.
Few minutes.
Yeah, it's quite hectic. So
Oh, what kind of work?
I'm a practical nurse in hospital.
Ah, so now what you are doing in the hospital is also some kind of kriya, okay? Mm. Helping the sick, which is a good thing. Somehow you have to find 10 minutes, okay? Even if it is in the hospital, go and sit in your room, if you have a room, and tell, if there is somebody else, tell them, look, I'm praying for the sick. Sit down and do little bit of kriya. Mm, at least once a day, somehow you manage 10 minutes. You can do fast if you like. If you find that difficult, just now I taught someone how to do hum saw. This will take you 10 minutes. This you can spare in a day.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and do the hum saw. And before you also look at the patients, also chant in your mind the Guru Mantra. It will help them also. Om Hrim Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha chant I'm going to do, please help. Huh. Then, when you have a holiday, suppose you have a then you do the whole Kriya. Good solution, right?
Thank you very
You had a question yesterday, you said, I said tomorrow, day after. So Is it working? Oh no. Don't do that. Do only half an hour. That's all you need to do. Do for half an hour. Carry on with your work. Hmm. No, both are important. Hmm. I think you suddenly started overdoing. We don't need to do everything. What is the yama niyama? Everything in moderation. Neither too much nor too little also applies to meditation, especially when you begin. It is effective. You don't have to worry about. Keep doing. One day, one day it will pull you back. Yes, till then continue to do even if you don't feel much. Depends on various factors, past, this, that. Different people have different problems. The idea is to hold on and don't worry. Don't worry about what is going to happen. Is continue to do the Kriya. Then one day you'll feel so nice doing it that you will say, no, no, now please tell me how not to do Kriya. You won't say that, I'm joking. So, sorry I couldn't answer yesterday. Oh, food. Oh, you're looking like a yogi already. Hmm. Getting warm? All of you? No, I'm not feeling warm. You have some question? I can put. Yes, sometimes when the ego becomes too much, it withdraws. So this fellow has become dangerous. Draw. It does. Uh, now, oh, I forgot something very important. I wanted to say. Okay. Now the Atman is like the electricity that comes in your main line, and the ego is like the instrument that uses this electricity. Without the electricity, the bulb cannot light. But the electricity is not the bulb, right? It cannot light without electricity. So, through this electricity, you can light a bulb, the ego. You can run a fan, the ego. You can also put your fingers into the socket and die, the ego. But the electricity remains always going. This is what the Atman is. Atman provides energy to you, to the ego, to do everything. Sometimes intelligence to also decide whether this is good or bad. But sometimes when the ego becomes so worse that it is doing things which are harmful to itself and to society, then it withdraws. If it withdraws, it cannot do anything. The electricity is gone, the lights cannot come. It's similar. Huh?
Is it so that also when we now practicing and we don't want to our egos become so big? What?
You have to watch carefully and say, come down, ego. We are slowly going there. Every human being, every living being has the Atman inside. So they're all great. So we are just moving. So keep telling yourself, hmm, cut yourself down to size every now and then. Because in meditation, now you're doing Kriya. Yes, it's a wonderful thing that has come to us, this Kriya, this meditation. We are blessed that Babaji has brought Kriya into the world and many people are doing Kriya. Understood. But from there, the ego should not grow and say, oh, I am different. I am greater than the other guy who is not doing Kriya. So we have to watch carefully. Anything comes cut.
But I also can cut.
Yes, because the ego is powered by the Atman. So it has the capacity to cut also. Even I keep looking sometimes and seeing if I'm overdoing this. And then I say, cut, stop.
The power comes from.
Yeah, for everything. Without the Atman, there is no breathing, there is no wind, there is no nothing. Even if there is wind, if I'm not conscious of it, what is the use? So you should be eternally thankful to the Atman.
Yeah.
Eternally.
Everything.
So shall we call it a day now? Yeah, come. You need a translator, I know.
Maybe not.
No? Yes, be kind. Be kind to them. In fact, there are many things that you cannot see, but they exist. I don't want to say it because everywhere there are some living beings doing something or the other. In the trees, when the tree is swaying with the wind, there is something there, enjoying. Nice, like that. When there is a storm, it feels worried also itself. In the flower, when it blossoms, there is a little being there which is opening and enjoying. So if you feel that the presence of these beings near you, always send good thoughts and say, I love you, I like you, I will encourage you to do all the things you want. I cannot do more than that. With this attitude, you must. Whenever you feel a presence, you should do that.
Um, we have bought a house and there is a large garden and I have made I like growing flowers. I have
Nice.
to make those flower beds and I feel that I can't do myself so well. So I have asked help with them.
Yes. Do that.
Yeah.
Ask for help. Also, say this prayer, may the whole universe be happy. Whenever you come out and see the flowers and the flower beds and the gardens, put up a silent prayer. May this whole universe be joyful and happy. In Sanskrit, we have a prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Let the entire world be happy. To keep this prayer, they also feel very happy. They don't eat normal food. They live on your emotions. Your emotion is their food. So always give good food. They don't cook anything. Yeah, you got it? I also feel perfect. What else can be? Other things are useless anyway. So also, when you do your Kriya, when you come to the heart center and you're enjoying and you don't want to do any other Kriya right now, stay as long as you want and then go. Don't hurry. Don't push. Stay there. Enjoy. Okay, so we'll. Oh, come, come, come. It's so nice. I'm just enjoying. Ha, ha. Yeah, when you're alone, always think. When I say I'm alone, the word alone, it is made of two words, all and one. So when you are alone, instead of saying alone, you say all one. You get what I'm trying to say? That there is nothing alone in this universe. Everything is interconnected to each other. So I may be sitting alone. She was talking something just before. There are beautiful presences always going around us. So never think you're alone. And if you're alone, at some point, if your mind has forgotten everything else, that alone is not your ego, but it is the Atman. What more do we want? Staying with the Atman is the greatest blessing possible. So allow the mind to think in that way. Say that when I say I'm alone, I'm with the divine. Think that way. I'm alone. People say I'm alone, but I'm with the divine where all is one. There's no division. Think about this every now and then. And pray to the Atman. Let me enjoy my aloneness. It's not a suffering. Some people cannot remain alone. Yeah, I get what you say.
On behalf of the whole group, I have something from the Finnish forest, from the local area. Something for you, from all of us. Because we are one always. So this is a very traditional Lappish gift. We want to give and thank you for the amazing retreat. And
Look, you don't have to give me any gift. If I teach, it is a gift for me. Yeah.
anyway, you can give it back. But since we properly made it with even your name,
Oh,
it's a handmade cup.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very nice. Thank you all very much. And I will somehow fix it in my bag. Huh?
And now we should test it out.
Okay. There's something, hot water, tea, coffee.
And in case if it's too difficult to carry, then you just keep it in our house and then come back.
Yes.
We always find solutions.
Good idea. Okay.
We can put it next to your picture.
But then you might see that it's getting empty every now and then.
Then you need to come and fill it up. Yeah, exactly. When it gets empty, you have to come. How does this work?
Yes, that's right. Enough, enough. Thank you. Oh, this is like somebody giving Jesus something in a wooden cup. Then Maria gives something. Oh, nice. You put cinnamon. Thank you very much, all of you. She said on behalf of the whole Satsang. So, primarily, thank you and thank everybody else. Mm, it's nice. I'm not leaving it behind. I'm taking.
And the man who has made it, he also carved the. I wanted to put Sri Madhu, little bit also humoristic, but because it's so when you say Maheshwara call you Madhu, and
Madhu.
you say it's so sweet, and,
Yeah.
and that's why.
So you did Sri Madhu. Okay.
Yeah, we all have.
Mm. Cheers. The same thing, right? This is, yeah. But they put something here
My name is in the bottom.
at the bottom. Ah, nice. Cinnamon
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah. It's called classic yoga tea, yogic tea.
Yeah. It's good for health. Mm. If you don't mind, I have a bad habit. When I drink tea, I make noise.
We know somebody else who is doing it.
Oh,
John.
I like to do, then I enjoy, you know. Hmm.
What John is doing, and also in sauna. That we should report you.
No, that I won't do.
It's very healthy.
To say ha. Oh, okay.
Outside sauna.
Hmm. What would be, you know?
What wood is using? Birch?
Yes. Ah.
It's our foil. It's a certain kind of a birch tree.
Very nicely done.
I know you have said that you don't like gifts, so I haven't purchased.
So
any
I'm going to keep it with you. When I come, I will drink tea.
Yeah, but so this time I was not going to buy gift, but suddenly I got the idea and I rushed to the shop and buy it. So I did it.
That's how it happened.
Yeah, thank you.
And you.
So these are also pine trees.
Yeah.
Mm.
Pine trees and some birch here.
Birch, now I know. I can make out. White colored.
Pine trees.
That is birch. Mm. Nice. Shall we go? No?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to walk back from the other just direction so that you can see the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
area?
yeah.
It's right there. It's like only 100 meters.
Sure. By all means.
Mennään tuonne Tottarakaan.